if they can stop some of those VP plays early with the nades, with the flashes, that could be a great way in on Inferno, where the utility is so important. We're getting underway. VP seeing if they can make it all the way through the lower bracket into the playoffs.
Utility in the pistol round for James, Sanji, and Kicker, but Xantara's going for a quicker play down mid. He's going to peek out in towards second mid. Xantara's with the first kill, Tizzy with a follow-up. Great start here for Big. The bomb's down, it's just Jam and Kicker, and they've got to figure out how they recover this, and I don't really think it is right now. The lineup of the P250, Kicker doesn't get a single kill. Maybe that could be the way into it, but now it is Jam in the save. I don't think he's going to be allowed to do that, though. I think they're coming for him.
Doesn't even have anything worth saving right now. Might just be worth making a bit more money and trying to get some kills, but let's be real. He's not winning it.
Well, he thinks they could be in T-spawn, but in fact, Keto is on the T stairs. It's a headshot, and it's around. It's Big on the board.
On the board early. Good start on this CT side for them, just taking fights down mid, taking initiative. Tizzy and landing a couple of good kills and eventually finding that one onto Kicker.
I don't know how Kicker doesn't get a double kill there. They're just so low, just dancing around his P250 boys. That could have definitely changed the turn of the round. They can take a sigh of relief because this round is going to be the full eco for VP. They didn't get the bomb plant in the previous rounds. They won't be able to get the full buyout or the force buy. And those force buys are so difficult to deal with. So I think Big are very happy about getting a good start here. It does mean VP should be buying up shortly. The cool thing about Virtus.pro is a lot of teams don't really lean into their AWP on the T side, but VP are very willing to get that AWP out in James' hands.
It's definitely one of the more unique aspects of their Inferno play. Clocks out across the board. Sanji seeing if he can sneak up, but smoke will deny him.
Yeah, just taking this one as a slow round. Thinking about the first gun round, which could be coming up in the next one. I would be interested to see if they do go for the buy in the next round, because like we're saying, they do like to get the AWP out for Jame. They could actually go for a half buy again in the next round. And for Big, that would be brilliant, because that would put them up on the board very comfortably with 3 rounds. They would have a lot of money on the CT side. They could get those nades out every single time. So I am interested to see what VP decide to do into this next one. It doesn't look like they're going to get a bomb plant. They're not going to have extra money to play with it coming into the next one. So definitely a possibility they go for that half buy.
I would expect them to full buy the majority of the time, considering they will be able to get the AKs, and you likely know that Big will keep some of these weaker weapons. tabseN could be in for a field day.
Good start, Sanji. First victim, tabseN swings on by, and even Searson having some fun as well. One down with a USP, and Jame will follow suit. Xantara's out of the round with a kill on the kicker, and a 2-0 start for Big. And here is the option for VP. They go for the Galil, the buy starting to come in for them. Some utility, not a whole lot available to them though. They would have loved a bomb plant. That could have really helped things out, but it's not a bad buy at all. They got good utility, got the rifles out, and pretty much everybody.
Yeah, if they were going to invest into those pistols, it would have made more sense to do it in that second round, where you can go ahead and instantly break that bank of Big if you win it. Sanji gets given the Galil. Just the life of Sanji. I'm sure he'll be able to upgrade at some point. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I hope he will, just for his sake.
Poor Sanji.
We've got Keto and tabseN on B. Keto was playing really well towards the end of Dust 2.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely hoping he can keep that up, because we know VP do like these B plays.
It's been great to see Keto in this tournament, but pity to see him go out here in Inferno. VP taking apartments control, and generally as a T player on Inferno, you do want to get banana control and apartments control. They've got apartments, but they don't have banana because tabseN's down at logs. There's a bit of a gap in that smoke as well, but it'll begin to fade away. And now the setup becomes in between tabseN and Keto.
Yeah, no nades left for Big, though. And there is a molly for Buster. It doesn't go to the right side, though, so tabseN will be fine, but they can full swing looking at that side.
Well, Keto has a good position. Buster has been tagged down, 49 HP. Good methodical take that from Kicker. Fully clears out tabseN. Molotov in, though, and Kicker needs to get away. Gonna draw it back, smoke onto it. And now they're going back to the A site. Currently, Xantara's in the pit. He's got his teammate out to his left side. And Tizzy and the MP9 is going to get one. But again, it's Xantara who really needs to do a lot. He's not been able to connect a single kill. Sanji on the double, making the Galil work. And now Searson running into library, big no scope, and an AK picked up because of it, but the round is going to be VP's.
Lovely call from VP. I'm really glad they went back to that A site with pace. They had to go fast there because they did enough over on Banana to get tabseN out from that advanced angle. And then they realized Big would still be peeking onto Banana, but they wouldn't be as comfortable. So they probably would stick with those two players that have been spotted towards B. VP realized if they go back to A, it has to be with pace so they don't get flanked, so they don't get those rotations of Big coming through. And boy, oh boy, did the pace pay off. Sanji with the Galil coming through with the kills. He's been having a few of those impact rounds throughout this series, which has been really positive signs for VP.
Yeah, it has been. He's been very proficient on the rifle, in particular here in Inferno as well. But this should have been a kill for Xantares. You can't look past that. Definitely should have been able to get himself a frag, and unfortunately just didn't. For Big, 2-1 is the scoreline, and they will have an AK for Searson here. Let's see what the investment is for them. They're not investing much at all. They're going to be trying to keep as much money as possible for the next round, so it should be VP tying up the scoreline. The cool thing about VP in that last round, as you were saying, when they went back to A, it was so quick, they had pace, but it's decisiveness that I think has been the problem towards the tail end of the online period, right? They're not really that confident in what's being called and making the plays, but they're much more decisive now.
They just fully commit now. There were loads of rounds, as you pointed out, where it felt like VP were just relying on individuals and not really pushing together. Now they seem to be on the same page much more often. No need for VP to go through that smoke, and they know they're against the low buy. tabseN bought a bit of extra at the end of the round here. He bought, towards the end of the buy time, a kit and a Zeus in there. I believe he bought some nades too.
It was really lit buy from Big. I thought they were just going to go with USPs on most players, but then towards the end they did invest something. Right now for Virtus.pro, they feel comfortable heading into B. They did look like they were poised to maybe go back into the A site and leave Buster here, but now they're just going for the full team execute into this B site. Xantares over here with the AK. They put a lot of pressure on him. Let's see if he can deliver with it. AK-47 goes into first oranges. Searson on top of the boost. Now Keto gets into dark. This is a good setup for Big. They could deal some damage, especially with the limited time left. Virtus.pro have got to get some utility dumping in. That's going to start limiting the positions, in particular on Keto, who's down on 2 HP. Xantares now forced in the open as well. Great utility. Great stuff from Kicker to Buster, but Searson still on top of the boost. He's got away with another one. Through the smoke. Can he find the bomb? The answer is just no. So the bomb should go down here, no problem. James locking it in. He's trying to get the boost up again. Sanji with one. Nearly transfers down, but turns back. Oh my god, Sanji. Okay. That is beautiful from him.
Didn't even react to it either. Sanji's just happy with that. It's another day in the office for Sanji, apparently. Oh man, he was flustered from all sorts of angles. You saw it him calling it to his teammates. And then after such a brilliant round with the AK, Sanji's like, guys, don't worry. I'll take the MAC-10. I want to get some eco kills, but it's the buy for Big. So no eco kills here. Let's see what these SMGs decide to do on the VP side. You see how good that B take is from VP, though. Those mollies did so much work for them.
Yeah, because you think Big really have a chance in the setup that they've got. You think it maybe with the limited time they're able to pull something off, but Keto, because he was low, was forced in the open. Xantares forced to take the fight. Really good stuff from VP. And Keto try and start taking these fights early on. VP starting to drop back, and Keto spamming down through the smoke, but not connecting anything. And for the meantime, Big have got top banana control.
I'm liking that Xantares sticks around to help on B there for so long at the start of the round. It is quite common for VP to go straight in for that banana control. I think it's less likely that VP goes for the fast A play, so Xantares arrives back in plenty of time and even does some damage through the smoke, but it's Searson's AWP who's able to sing early. He continues to play well.
That's really well done from Searson, but look at this. Xantares in towards cover. Yukindar is going to try and push into it, and Flash comes through. Xantares out with a peek. Yukindar goes down, and huge openings here for Big. Yukindar threw a Molotov into short that forced Searson back. It should have eliminated him from the early play, but he stuck around and found Sanji. Now Big are given a huge chance at the start of this round, but 30 seconds left again. VP are going into B. Buster can often make the difference, but no kill, and now the rotation starts to come over. Great stuff from Tapson. Double kill, bomb down, and jam into the save now. This round has been shut down from the beginning of the round, really. Big have done a good job at getting these initial kills, and then Tapson overperforming.
That round looked like it was still hanging in the balance there. Despite it being a 5v3, I wasn't fully comfortable that Big could lock down B with some weak weapons, with the way they weren't able to play together, but the flash makes it so that they can work together. Tapson can go ahead and take those fights with the MP9. Because you see that chance there, if Buster just gets that early kill, Tapson would go down, suddenly the round could spiral out of control. But credit to Tapson for surviving. The flash was really good to just line up those 2 kills with the MP9. And Big are back on top for the time being. VP do still have a bye. But that's a bit of money built up for Big. A convincing round win. And they are showing me the signs that I needed to see on this B side of the map. They're really putting up a good fight there at the start of some of these rounds. Slowing down the play. And Searson's not slowing down at all. He's been hitting some good shots.
Yeah,
oh
no, the Molotov.
The nade. Oh. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh. Kido.
Buster's not okay,
Yeah,
though.
Buster ain't okay at all, Hawker. He's down. Got a severe case of a headshot. Now, Virtus.pro are down 2 players yet again. It's identical to the start of the previous round. This time they're going to A, though. Little change up. Kindar is still alive. It's still yet to get a kill, and same for Jim. It's been a pretty quiet start for some of these individuals. 2 of the biggest hitters, you would say, on this team, Jim and Yakindar. Maybe they can change that in this round. At the moment, Big have a setup of 2 players towards A. One of them being Tapson with that AK towards Long, and Smoke is going to start neutralizing him. In fact, it is the double setup inside of the site. It might just start to break down VP if they go in towards it. Kido's even come over here as well. They know it's going to be the safe play. Kido, brilliant stuff. Kicker 7-0 from his teammate. Yakindar has found Tapson, but needs to get the follow-up, and Kido is not going to allow that. Jim is left alone, 1v4. AWP at Boiler. And no real chance for the round win. So a save call has to come in. He's got to hide for 20 seconds, though. They might find him. And this could be devastating to Virtus.pro. Missing out on that AWP for the next round can't really happen. James trying to get away, and he will go down to Kido. They won't have the AWP in the next round for VP. In fact, they won't have anything. Big have broken them down.
I really get the feeling at the start of this game that Big have done their homework and they know exactly what style VP are going to come with. I'm glad we get the VP timeout here. Maybe not for this round where they don't have the best buy, but Big are never over-rotating early in these rounds. They're always sticking to their standard setups. And then with 50 seconds left on the clock in that round, VP start making a bit of noise on Banana. One man is making some noise, trying to sell that fake on B, and yet Big actually rotate a player away from B, despite that noise being made on top Banana. And that just goes to show that I believe Big have figured out that VP like to go for some of those fakes, like to go for presence elsewhere before going back to the other bomb site. It looks like Big have become really aware of that early in this game. And in my opinion, that means VP need to switch it up and throw 1 or 2 fast plays in there just to keep Big guessing.
Searson, going for the shoulder peek into mid. I do start to worry when you get aggressive in these kind of rounds. Even though it is Glocks, that should be the saving grace for them. Tizian gets the gun out in time, and now it is a couple of easy kills. Sanji and Buster both crumbling. Searson with the follow-up. And the rest should be pretty easy pickings now for Big. It's all about padding the stats, getting involved, and James would love to find one. He does have a P250. He's yet to taste victory in a fight. Still down in 0 kills. And Searson is going to be challenged. He's missed the shot. Centaurus is quick to try and figure out if he can take them down. But they hide in the apartments. Boiler is the stairway taken to safety. And now James starts to swing out from Boiler. Centaurus doing some damage. This is a really prolonged round from Jim and Yakindar. Finally, they'll swing out. Centaurus and Kido come in with the final kills, and it's 5-2 for Big. They don't lose a single player, so look at the CT economy.
Very comfortable round. quite a comfortable amount of money for them now. Here comes that buy for VP. Still no AWP for Jame in this one. Hasn't had it much yet. I don't think he's had it at all.
No, he had it in the previous round.
Oh, he did.
The previous gun round.
You are correct.
Just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why I can't remember, because he's 0-4.
You don't, yeah, exactly. He's just not a very memorable gun round.
Wow, it's 5B for Big. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is huge. They really think VP are going to go back to what was working. It's those B hits coming in, and they throw down utility, trying to really take banana control, trying to pull VP into their trap. But look at A, it's completely open. Now they have to make the rotations back over, and luckily they've done that quite quickly. Xantares and Tizian over here, but VP are going quickly into A. This is a much quicker round from them in terms of taking this long control, and Yukindo's already out on the other side of the smokes. Oh, Big. They're lucky they've got these rotations over.
And Tabson gets an all-important kill. Second headshot confirmed, and he may go for more here. James still sitting. He has the bomb. He has to be careful. Tabson spotted that, and there's another man ready to help out. Bomb dropped, round over.
These rounds from Big are just so good on the CT side. They're just dominating every single one of these opening fights, getting these two-man advantages pretty much every round. The spacing out long from VP has been terrible in the gun rounds as well. How many times have we seen one player, whether it be Yukindar or another, just pushing up library and leaving their follow-up player to cross archway alone? They've been caught so many times by the rotation from Keto, and now it's Tabson as well, just taking easy pickings from Arch. If you're going to constantly have that problem, at least smoke off the archway.
Nice kill from Tabson. Could be the quad kill on the round. He trades out his teammate. Solid stuff from Tabson, who we said could do with stepping up here. Certainly did in that round. And I just get the feeling that Big have figured out exactly how VP are playing right now. They're just one step ahead. VP take the timeout. I was saying I want VP to go for a faster round, and Big were clearly aware it was likely a faster round. They initially thought it might be the fast B play that VP like to run quite a lot, but they're still in a position where if it's not the fast B, you can rotate back in time because it takes a little longer to set up that push onto the A site. They do exactly that, and they just know exactly what's coming right now.
VP down to Tech9s and Deagle. Not the best case scenario for VP at all. And Kicker has been chunked down to 42. Sanji down to 10. Big haven't even seen an opponent yet, and they're already getting some early advantages. Utility on to Kicker. It's going to make things a little difficult for him to stay alive, but luckily Keto did get caught by the flash. So Kicker does transition to cover quite easily, but now the rifles look to put him down, and the Tech9 with a swing. A flash of Jim allows the kill, and Keto is out of the round early. It's the first time VP have had an opening kill in what feels like forever, and they've kept it. They're going to start going back over towards A. Right now, Xantares in at Cubby, and Tabson getting aggressive into Banana. He's got one player, but the rest is not there, and so the rest of Big can get ready for the play. And again, it's Yukindar through the smoke alone, and no one's supporting him. He just swing out with that.
Oh, they're so disjointed. Jane tries to go through the molly, but his teammate wasn't ready to do the same. It's some solid utility from Big, especially that smoke from Searson. He was the man that threw the smoke into top mid from spawn, and now he arrives back on long for another kill. Nice shot from Sanji, but it won't lead to anything in the end. Xantares able to trade. Big with a 7-2 lead. Just look at some of the kill counts right now for VP. Jame yet to frag. Yukindar with only one kill. This is something that can be a concern for VP sometimes, because Yukindar is very happy to make those solo plays, and this buy from Big is interesting. They have all the money in the world, and Tizian wants the auto shotty.
Just looking to get some more German efficiency going. You know, you've got a lot of money, turn it into more. Use the XM, get some kills with this. Although Jam has got the AWP, we've got to see what he can deliver with it. They're going over towards B with 3. Yukindar again, often left around that top mid position. He's trying to get in through these smokes, but none of the entries are working. It's busted, it's opened up the round. Nice shot from Searson, but it's not kills. In fact, it's just damage. And so VP fall back. They've got the man advantage. Now, they think about the B play. Smokes are starting to come through, but they're already beyond the smokes the Big have just thrown, and now the attack is starting to come up. Xantares is going to try and swing out for the fight, but unable to get a kill, and that smoke is a little low right there. That gives Xantares a huge position to play with. It's fallen slightly into the floor.
Oh, well, at least they have another smoke to make up for it. Now they can cross safely. Xantares still looking for shots through, and they haven't got that bomb down yet.
Oh, Tabson gets caught. Yukindar's headshot. so solid right now for Virtus.pro. This is more like it. They're into the B site. They're looking to lock it out. Tizian, he's not doing much of this XM in the retake, that's for sure. His rest of his teammates have gone down. Virtus.pro taking so much damage, but not a single kill has come in from Big in the round. If Tizian can get a couple of exits, at least it's some money.
And it would limit VP's money, more importantly. It would be great if he could get 1 or 2 kills at the end here.
The issue is the one player with health is James. Right in front of him.
No ninja, right?
No. Oh, they spotted him.
They're fine.
No time. AK on the way out.
I think Tizian was thinking about it.
Yeah, he was thinking about it.
A little laugh there.
Yeah. Yeah, no smoke though. And the issue is they did see him on the back and he died.
Did you see his look to his teammate there? He was like, wait, you died there?
Like, hold on, I didn't know you died there.
Oh dear.
Well, at least he knows that for now. You know, mistakes and you learn, Hawker. It's life.
You live and you learn. Good round from VP, though, getting onto that B-bomb site. Buster getting that early kill on Banana was a really big deal, because the nade actually landed onto both VP players. So they both took quite a lot of damage, which is why they were so low. But he hit the headshot, which was so important. And we were talking about Buster and Kickert's entries on Banana being so good against NIP. So far, they've been shut down here. Buster already down to half health from the early utility. It's another round where Big put 4B early, and that means Searson needs to be somewhat careful on A. He's now got a bit of backup, and that molly will keep him safe.
Big just trying to throw some bullets down Banana.
Here we go. If VP execute B here, this is a great chance for them. They do need to beat that counter utility,
this could be a contact play. Oh, this is going to be real difficult for Big to know when they can throw that counter utility. Kicker's going to get out in front of it. Kicker's already into the side, but his teammate's not with him. He needs the kill. There's a flash drop. He still gets it. Keto down. And Tabson trying to fire through the smokes. And Towers has come over to try and help him out. But Virtus.pro now getting onto the bomb site. They're taking some time to get onto it. Finally, it will be punched in. And Tabson, oh, he's not too far off denying. But the TCs have got over here. And Zantara's on the double. Somehow walks away with Kicker and Yukindot. Shame has found one. It's still doable here for Big on the retake. They still have a chance. The VP, they got into pool, and we've seen them in this position before. James looking for a fight. He's not going to hit the shot, though. Tabson's brought him down. And what was looking good for VP now favors Big in terms of player count. Time ticking, kill on Sanji, and now it's all Buster. Bomb ticking right in front of him. He's got to get the lineup. He's on it. He's not sprayed low enough, though, and that is going to be the round taken by Big. Somehow they pull off the retake, and VP lose every single player.
This was such a nice switch up from VP initially. They rarely go for those contact B plays. We haven't seen it this tournament, so I love the call. The timing was brilliant to get that smoke in at CT and those flashes for Kicker. But then look at the response from Big. Zantares getting those all-important early kills. Tabson fully clearing Sanji. James didn't know where to play in that post plant with the AWP. He was lost there. He didn't have a good position to play from with the sniper, which could have been so good in that scenario. But instead, he's stuck out in the open. As soon as he misses the shot, he's screwed. His teammates can't trade him. VP just not able to build that post plant in the way they would have wanted. It was a great decision to go for that faster play, but some of the individual moments mean the outcome is unsuccessful, and VP knee round wins now, and they're going to try and take top mid early.
Oh, Zantares. Oh, Yukindar, that's the kind of entries he's been looking for towards long. He hasn't really been able to find too many of those. He's been trying, he's been persistent, but finally, persistence pays off. And Tizian, alongside Searson, taking the short control. They need to be careful of the possible balcony explosion, though.
And the long flank.
And the long flank of Yukindar that's already got up there. And Tizian, on top of the barrel, he's going to be holding. And Kickert's there alongside James. Tizian's just waiting with the M4. Sanji about to come out of the apartments. This could be a crunching play into the defense, and I don't know if it's going to hold. Tizian's pulled away. Now it's Searson. Open pit. Figured out his position just yet. He's able to land one, but not the second. Kicker quick in the headshot, and the A side has fallen.
It's just impossible there for Big. Just impossible. When you lose that first player, VP have so much ground gained. Big were basically taking the gamble that VP would go back to B at that point, because you know if that A play comes in through short, apartments, and long, you're not holding. you're not doing good enough to give your team a chance to win the round. You're basically just saying, if you guys can massively overperform, maybe we can win the round. But they decided to gamble on B. They decided to read that VP would go back to B. And this time, for the first time in a while, their read was wrong. So saving is certainly the right call here for Big. Important moments here for VP, though. They're starting to find some ways back in. Despite a lot of their big hitters having a poor performance individually, as long as they can grind a couple more rounds, this map isn't over.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, one kill from your Kindar towards long is enough to give them such a good position. And if they have a good enough setup, they don't really need that great amount of kills on Inferno. You just need the right ones, right? You don't need to kill everybody. You just need to get the crucial kills and the choke points. And VP are doing a good job at that. I think some of their B executes have definitely looked good. But Big, they've got a great buyout. They certainly look like the better side across Inferno. MP9 for Tizian. If they lose this round, they'll really start to see the coffers run dry for Big.
Nades going both ways on Banana. There is a deep smoke down from the CTs. Tizian about to be tested in top mid. It's Searson who misses his opportunity, but Tizian is able to bail his teammate out. He is trapped in towards top mid, but that smoke will make sure he can get back safely, and the MP9 nets them the man advantage.
And Keto at sandbags, there's no Molotov looking to be used up. Maybe James is going to assist in that. The flash is going to go over the top, and Keto has dodged it. He's dropped back in a different position. Peeks out one for Keto. Couldn't quite follow up. Kicker comes in with a reply. And now Searson holding for the top banana play, but it's not coming in. VP are dropping back. 50 seconds left. They look to A again, and over here there's only one player. It's Zantares. He's a player in his own right that can definitely hold down this site, but he's got to be able to choose the right position. The rotation is starting to come over. VP a little less decisive, a little less speedy about the play into the A site. That has allowed the rotation to come over from Big. And Kicker better get this kill. Tizian has got to default. This could help. He could distract for Zantares. And Kicker's getting into CT, but there's a rotation coming through as well. He's hearing the footsteps. Oh, Searson's about to go down, and now Kicker strikes.
Wow.
That's a big kill to find. The bomb's going back to B.
The bomb's going back B. They have such little time, but it's just enough to get that bomb back. And now Sanji waits for the A aggression.
These late round executions from VP, the ideas that are coming through, and the execution is just perfect. Kotara's trying to deal with Sanji, but Sanji's just taking him down. Another blistering headshot from Sanji. Tizian next to peak, this time finally eliminating him. And the AK is picked up, but that is the only win in the round for Big because they have just been toyed with. They got the rotation over from VP, but because they didn't commit, I thought that was going to be the reason they lose the round. But the reason they win the round is because they don't commit to the A site too heavily. They leave themselves open with the option to get back into B if Kicker can get through Archway, and he does it so well.
And now we are starting to see Big fall for some of these VP plays. Earlier on, the rotations were nowhere near as big, nowhere near as massive as they commit everyone between the two bomb sites. Now that's changed though. Now they are rotating heavily towards either side of the map. That's a round where they have almost all their players go to B, then almost all their players go to A. Well, all their players go to A as Searson goes down. B gets left wide open. And that's a round where you feel like Big are playing into VP's hands somewhat in the way that VP were allowed to play across the map and bait those rotations between the site. It's still brilliant play from VP to make that work, but that's what VP can do best at times. They're very good in those sorts of situations.
And it's starting to get really worrying now for Big because initially it looked like they understood how to counter the game plan in Virtus.pro, but there's another level to it that Big are now struggling to deal with. VP, they're in the driver's seat at the moment. The scoreline may be behind, but Big have got a lot of work to do in these last couple of rounds of this first half. And this round they've decided they're not going to invest fully. They're going to buy a couple of Deagles around the AK that was saved over from Tizian. We know they can win these rounds. We've seen a lot of Deagle plays come out of Big so far in Cologne, but they've got to do another one.
Tizian's AK. Sneaking on up.
Oh, is it behind them? You cannot. It's going to go down first. Tizian starts to get away. He's got his teammate covering off his fallback as well. And Zantares, not a player you want to walk into. That Deagle can melt you with those body shots.
Tizian will slink all the way back towards the site. VP still close by, and Tizian actually goes for the re-aggression. Shoulder spotted, but the flash doesn't help him enough.
Yeah, Tizian need a little bit more, but maybe Santaris can pick it up. Unfortunately for Santaris, it's not a single kill, and now Searson under pressure in the smoke. He's going to try and get the timing, but already VP have gone too far. They're already on the site. The bomb will come in. They've got Pit. Jim holding for the short peek. He knew the AK was over there. All he needed to do was just hold for the walk around the corner. Knowing that Big don't have utility to flash out those angles to force the AWPer off position, it's just easy shots for him. And now Jim moves forward. He's not done. He's bloodthirsty. And Jim spots the shadow. A little quick on the shot, and because of that, has to go to the P250, the sidearm. Quicker than reloading, as every video game FPS shooter tutorial tells you.
tabseN might have a chance to get something out of this. They're running behind him. Oh, he must hear them.
Oh.
AK in his hands. There we go.
It's not bad, but will he keep it? Not looking too likely, with double push coming in from Sanji, and Buster is taken out of his hands. VP with the 6th round. It looked good for Tizian initially. I feel like if Santaris just gets one of those deagle kills, it's a completely different story.
Could definitely be, but not a world we're living in, Dinko. VP take their 6th round, and we have one more at the end of this first half. And if VP bring this back to 7, they're going to be delighted with that, considering how badly this was going for them initially. They could put themselves right back in this game and right back in with a chance of 2-0ing this series.
Buster running up Banana. Around the half wall, he will go eventually. Just going to tread out some utility here. Big are loving this top Banana smoke. The issue is, a couple of times they've thrown that, VP have got on the other side of it, but this time it works out. It's going to force back VP. They're going to take their time. The setup into brackets could be real difficult to deal with. Searson's going to get aggressive, and Yukindar takes down the AWPer. Searson peeking into him, loses his life, and Big have now lost the man advantage.
They want more, though. Are they ready for Tizian? They spotted him. Spray from Yukindar's good. Santaris comes back with 2 headshots, though, and now the round's wide open.
It is wide open once again. Santaris giving them a chance, and VP, they're going back over to middle. They're slowing the play down. They've got just under a minute to play with. It has become chaotic, but...
Oh, tabseN.
Slowing the plays, working out for tabseN, because now he has a play down middle. He's trying to walk with a FAMAS. This could be real nasty. The bomb's down there as well. Buster has no idea. tabseN's trigger discipline. He spots the bomb on the floor. The dink comes in. Got a little worried there for a second, but he does get the kill. And now Kiku has to turn behind him. tabseN goes in. Another shot from the FAMAS. It's just Jim alone. He's gonna turn water into wine in this one. 20 seconds for the clutch. He goes forward. The AWP looking for the pick, the flash down. They're being chucked down, and Keto with the kill. 9-6. It's Big that lead the way going into the second half of Inferno. They're looking to stay alive here in Cologne.
This world is slowing down.
9-6 half for Big. They do lead the way, and it's been a game of figuring out what VP are doing in the mid-round, but Big certainly were starting strong. I mean, they knew what to do against the initial game plan of Virtus.pro, and it's been impressive to see Big play. Good round from Tabson to close it out, but we're heading into the second half. 9-6, Big on the T side, looking to pick up a pistol win. They picked up the first pretty convincingly in the first half, and then looking to try and replicate that.
VP would love to get one back here, though. Keep themselves close. Bomb is on Banana right now, and this is the same pistol setup we saw from VP yesterday, where they just left Buster alone on B. They stacked 4 towards A. Pistol rounds oftentimes come down to these mind games, and this time, the mind game may pay off.
Oh, Yukindar looking for a peek down into middle. Gonna work out, and Kicker now drops him back into short. It looks like Big are going to go through the apartments, and it looks like VP are aware of that. They're going to adjust their setup accordingly, and this could get real messy for Big. They're about to come into the A-bomb site, but so many players waiting for them. Yukindar looking for the shots down into pit, but Kicker's still here, still kicking away, and unable to get a kill. Finally, Yukindar draws blood, but Zantara is quickly back in, sacrificing players back and forth, and it will be Tabson coming in with a double kill. Buster left alone. Pistol versus 3. And really, no chance of this. The setup's so good inside of the site. Now they spotted him as well. The jig is up. They know exactly where he is, and Tizian secures the 10th round. Big will win both pistols.
Tabson comes through with 2 very important kills onto the site here. That first one onto Yukindar was really important to get because he was landing the early shots, and then Sanji at the end just has so many different angles to deal with. He's in trouble. Despite VP stacking the right site, their individuals can't do enough to lock it down. Some of their players who have been struggling, unable to have the sort of impact they needed there in the pistol. And now they may have to force buy, but if they lose this, they will fall incredibly far behind. Yukindar, look down mid, that should be a kill in the back. Nice spray onto Xantares. Nice way to start the round, but Big respond by taking some control towards B and the push straight up.
Oh, Buster. Oh, Kicker's got one of the deagle. Tabson coming through with the back 10, and that's worked out. Buster quickly on the reply, blinded. There's a big problem now. They've lost a couple of players, and now they're down a player. VP hold the advantage into the retake attempt, and might not even need to be a retake attempt because the bomb hasn't even got through yet. Finally, it will. That smoke is CT begins to fade away, and Tizian is taking damage. Yukindar's flank of Banana. Oh, it's crumbling for Big, and Searson has to hold on. He's found Yukindar. He needs much more here as well. Searson goes through the CT smoke. He heard the shot of Jam. He's trying to time it so the shot just rattles off. So he's got a second as the bolt action rifle begins to pull away. And Searson playing in the smoke begins his wrap around. It's a genius play from the German, but the defuse is starting to come in. It's Sanji sticking the full 10 seconds. Searson has time. Sanji's about to be executed. And now it's all on Jam. The time is too far gone. He's saving. He's looking for the exit, but Searson has saved the day for Big. A 3K. And a sigh of relief. 11th round for Big.
So smart from Searson. Never feels the pressure of the scenario. He knows that there's likely no kit on the VP side because they invest much more heavily into the weapons, into the nades for that sort of round where you don't have the perfect buy. And so he knows he can wrap all the way round, take that full 10-second defuse time on the bomb, and wait it out to get that kill. And James had no clue he'd wrapped all the way round. So lovely stuff from Searson. Now VP are down in a position where they do have Deeks, they do have a Galil. They likely have to concede this round unless they can land some good shots. Searson's alone. Nice shot from Yukindar. James having a chance to do something. His teammate's been dealt with, and Tizian with an all-important kill on the MAC-10. That cracks open this A-bomb site.
Sanji making the rotation through Archway. Trying to spot at least a player. Sanji would love a kill here if possible. It probably is the best case scenario for a VP, is getting a kill and then getting away with the rifle here. Big just locking it in, not giving any mistakes over it. Kendall has found the back 10, and Tabson starts to take the fight against him, and Towers wins it out against Sanji. Kendar still dueling, but a second player will arrive, and that's the MAC-10 coming after him. He's looking for money. So Towers loves a bit of cash, and now he comes around the corner. MAC-10 duel, and Kendar wins it because Towers tried to come through a smoke. Kendar's doing a good job here, just keeping them at bay. Here's Kevlar doing some damage. Buster hung around the top middle. That's a nice steal away as well, but Tabson realized he's got to look back into middle. I think that bomb blew the rifle away from Buster back down into the bottom of the T-stars, so he didn't get the gun. And it will be the round for Big, who are now 4 rounds away from sending us to the third, which will be Mirage.
In comes the buy from VP. Sanji sticks with the MP9, but everyone else will get a rifle of some description. James with a chance to show us what he can do with that AWP on CT side. He hasn't had enough impact here on Inferno. Now on the CT side, they need their AWP to spring to life. Yakindar is a player very willing to go for that banana aggression. Here at Cologne, he has slowed it down somewhat. And this is where we see these VP rotations come into play. They love stacking sites. Yakindar was thinking about stacking towards A, but he decides to stick on towards B for the time being. Nice shot from James. Searson at top mid, caught before the smoke blooms. That's what we needed to see out of that CT AWP.
Great start for James. He's had a very quiet game so far on Inferno. We usually talk about how he can be impactful on the T side, but Big did a fantastic job at neutralizing him. So the heavy lifting needs to be done in the defensive half. Smoke from VP is going to delay Tizian further. He's going to try and throw some utility out into the A side to fake it out, because the plate from Big is going into B. There's a double stack inside of the site right now. Yakindar and Buster can generally hold the site down, and when Yakindar boosted on top of Nubox, it should result in a kill, but the flash is so good. And now they have to check for Buster. Because the boost was up there, you've got to think there's a second player possibly in that position, as the Tyrus just holds to the second peak and he gets the frag. And now with the bomb down, Big looking to secure 13. And for VP, it has to be a save call, because there's no way they retake this site. And with the investment to get the AWP out on Jim, you've got to keep it.
Just some really nice shots onto the B site. And if you can't delay on B, you can't get the kills. That's what's going to happen to you. Nice one from Sanji there. Upgrades himself to the AWP. Playing pretty well all game long, but it's not been enough for VP on the whole. And that AWP even gets stolen back by Tizian. Sanji gets caught by the unsuspecting player. Oh, Tizian's killed the chicken. That's not very nice. He's done it inside the house too, so that's going to make a mess. Hope he's going to clean that up later.
It's a bit gross, isn't it? Virtus.pro, the scoreline could be gross for them as well if they don't win a couple more rounds. This Inferno showing has not been like what we've seen against NIP yesterday. This is completely different. It is Big outclassing them on not just the individual level, but more so the fact that they're shutting them down. They're not allowing VP to have those opportunities. Utility, like you said, is always a big factor for Big here on Inferno, and it really gives them so many opportunities. Just manipulate the map in their favor, and it's made VP struggle. Yakindar again, chunked down to 49, and that's what we're talking about. Now he's just a little more susceptible to being picked apart. It's good work.
Oh no.
Oh, no way. Yakindar, he boosted Jam up, but then swung into the smoke, and Keto takes him down through it, and now Jam trying to hold on. Molotov into his position, and James is going to get away. Running back into the site, caught by Searson on the fallback. 3v4, man advantage for Big. And now they're looking to pressure B still. They're still leaning heavily over, and Buster, oh, he's let Keto walk by. Keto walking into CT, and Buster should take his kill eventually. He's really taking his time here. Keto, what is he doing? He's looking for the player, and Buster just let him go on by. Oh my god, this is mental. Keto, he's found an AWP, he's coming back again. They have no idea that Buster's up here. Keto's gonna come around. Finally, Buster strikes, double kill, and trigger discipline to the max.
But now they're going to go back to A, and VP rotated so many players over because Buster was letting them in. They might not get back to this A site in time.
Oh, Kicker's got into top middle, though. They're separated off. That's the bomb on Searson. The bomb's gone down. Centaurus has got the trade kill. 30 seconds left. The rotation's starting to come through. Buster and Sanji should play this together, though. They have got the advantage of player count, and so Sanji's going to wait at top mid. That does go down default, and smoke out to Lawn for Centaurus. Issue is he hasn't got a great post plant. He's waiting for the 1v1 fight. He's also got a Molotov. And timing, he's just missed out on Sanji. So Xantares is just going to hide around default boxes. He can turn this into 1v1s, and Xantares out with the first headshot. Now looking for the clutch against Buster. Xantares, this could be insane. He's looking for the clutch, but Buster with the 3K. He's going to be able to pick up the AWP as well. What a round from Buster.
Nice shot at the end there. Xantares hit the first one, which was incredible. That adjustment was so nice. The positioning was pretty good from Xantares too to begin with. Holding that smoke, then realizing to wait for short. As Buster's 2 kills initially. I'm slightly surprised VP fully rotated over to B there, because Buster only saw that one player, and once that one player goes back to Banana, you maybe consider the fact that it could have been the A play. But even though they concede the bomb plant, they win the round. Timeout taken by VP ahead of this one. Just making sure they know exactly what they're coming up against, because with that bomb plant, Big are in a position where they certainly could justify the full investment. It's only Tabson who was really short on cash, but it looks like Big are so far up that they would rather just focus on getting as many gun rounds as possible, which is understandable here. They should buy a bit more than this, though.
Yeah,
a few more Deegs in there, come on.
Yeah, they did this in Dust 2, right? They leave right down at the final second. They make you think you're going to go with the full default pistols, then they purchase up just as they leave spawn. You will get a couple of Deegs, a little bit of utility, and right now for Virtus.pro, this is the best case scenario to try and get back into this game. They've got to start winning rounds. They've got to start stringing them together and building that money up on the CT side. And Yakindosh is getting wrecked every round by utility. Kicker seems to be wanting to go for the mid-fight, but the flashes are through, and Sanji, he's got one. That's going to be the man advantage, at least for VP. They've got a good setup inside of the site with Buster and Kicker on the rifles. Although Big could overwhelm them if they're not careful. They have to land the shots immediately. Big kill from Sanji's come in. Oh, this is good. This is good right now. But Tizian and Keto, they come in with a double. At least something for Big. And Tizian found another one. Finally shot down by Yakinda, who did come over with a quick rotation. It does get a little scary there. You know, the kills just keep coming through, but 13-8 now for VP. They will win the round.
A bad round for Big. They do a bit of damage. They make it somewhat competitive, but VP were always fairly comfortable themselves. Even though that last player on the site goes down, Yakinda's already rotated over to clean up the mess. Here comes that buy for Big. They could have bought in the previous. They could have forced it, but instead they decide to make sure they have that all. They have those nades and premium rifles on almost every player. Just Tizian having to downgrade to the Galil ahead of this one. Molly's going both ways on Banana. Yakinda run boosted. I love this play. They might not expect him to be so far up, and he's done damage, but Keto spams him back through the smoke. It's Big who get the early kill on the spam through.
And there's a little gap at the edge of that smoke to try and play with for Buster to change this into Banana. But he hasn't been able to get that chance because Searson did not overextend. He was happy just sitting back. And James turned to try and post up in Banana. Searson on the other side of it. And James is so quick. Headshot right through the side of the car. And a headshot on a Searson confirmed. That gives the kill back. And once again, we're at a 4v4, but look at Xantares so quick out long. This is not the gun you want at this range. The UMP versus an AK in the hands of Xantares at that range, it's just not going to happen. So Kicker jumps down into pit. There's information, at least, that there should be a double setup inside of here. Sanji trying to dodge the Molotov. The smoke will allow him to do so. He's taking damage somehow. Spam is starting to come through as well. And Kicker, he has done well, using the position strongly in mini pit. And Sanji picking up as well. Keto with the AWP is looking for a kill, and it's just not coming in. It's all on Xantares. He's found one, but there's still plenty more to find. He's still got to find 3 VP players, and Xantares turns back for a headshot, but it's Kicker with the UMP. Intelligent play to drop off the balcony and not stick around for the fight.
Big clearly wanted nothing to do with James Orp over on B after he hit that shot. They try and go for a fast play onto A, and VP are able to slow them down long enough. The rotate was quite quick from VP as well. They were happy to leave that Orp with James somewhat solo on B, so they get those players back into position in time. Yakinda's even able to rotate onto the site towards the end there. And Sanji put that smoke down. It didn't extinguish the molly, but it seemed as though he was standing up on the bicycle, so he wasn't taking the molly damage for the longest time. And that allowed him to play an angle that Big just completely overlooked. So pretty well played by Sanji there, just to be in a position that Big completely discounted because of that molly and pit. Now we've got a game on our hands here, Dinko. 13-9. Low buy for Big. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but VP are making a game out of this.
Yeah, making a real meal out of this. This comeback starting to look pretty strong. Big still 3 rounds away from victory though. Yekindar also Taras, who comes with the smoke wildly. Fighting the MP9, and in goes Yekindar, having some fun. Another one for Yekindar. Lots of money picked up as well, and he's looking for them all. But Buster's storing away the potential for the ace, and Kicker now trying to get some money himself, but Buster on the rifle. Buster, he's ruining everybody's fun.
I love the effort there. Yekindar, low on health, says, you take the MP9, get the money. Doesn't work, but it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea. Just trying to get some extra cash, but Buster just taking everything. 13-10 though for VP. They've reached double figures, and this is generally a checkpoint, you know, a milestone on these comebacks. Once you hit this point, it really begins to become real. And if they win this round against Big, things are going to look rough economically again for the Germans. So we will likely see VP win another couple of rounds, and who knows where this can go. So much needed round win here for Big. They've got to pull this off.
Deep smoke from Yekindar. He does sometimes purposely leave a little gap so that he can try and push behind it. But with the nades going both ways, not sure how possible that will be. Zantares nearly caught. Yekindar goes down on Banana. 1-for-1 trade on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, aggression on both sides, working out for the 4v4. And I think Big will be slightly happier with that. But now they're going to go into Jam, and his AWP is waiting. Oh, he's found Kido. Swinging out. A follow-up kill could come through here from Jam. And even if it doesn't, they've got Buster up on first oranges. And he has been here so many times, and every time you can rely on him to at least get a kill. He's just been so good on that B-bomb site. And Big think it's probably better we avoid that all. We don't know how many have rotated. And Tizian, if he goes through the smoke, he's surely to die. Oh, it's a double stack at long. Kickert on the headshot. Sanji now peeking out as well. He wasn't even needed because the initial kill from Kickert was so quick. It didn't reveal his position. And now Searson's in a 1v4, and the transition of position inside of the site is just so good right now. And look at that, Kicker just ready for him. 3K for Kicker. He's feeling it right now. And Virtus.pro on 11. For Big, this is starting to get into a territory where this is kind of how Complexity felt. You're in such a strong position, you think you're in the clear, you think you're about to head out of this map with a win, and then suddenly VP hit the switch, and I don't know if an off switch even exists when VP are in this mood. No one's been able to find it.
They've been soaring. They've been flying. No one can touch him right now on the VP side. 2 rounds in it, and Big are back down to pistols. And Big are obviously just becoming more and more aware of the fact that this lead has been slipping away from them round by round. They've lost 5 in a row to get to this point. They had a 13-6 lead. Now it's 13-11, and they've lost the early player in this very round. Keto goes down on Banana, but the rest of Big ready to go for the A play. Their nades handballs Jame away, but no more utility for Big, and that molly just slows them down so much.
Oh, and Kicker to position. Start getting a little more aggressive into short, and well, he should be finding kills here. So Taras, follow up onto Tizian, and the bomb now in his hands as well. No chance for Big to even get close to the site. 5 stay alive for VP. The money's ridiculous now, and Big, this is everything. They've got to stop this. They've really got to stop this ball from just rolling over the top of them. They're like Indiana Jones trying to run away from a giant ball, but this time it might just catch them and crush them.
You know what it is, Dinko? It's the return of the Virtus.pro at this point. It's a completely different roster, but apparently it can still come through because they're just hitting some crazy shots right now. The whole team, they just do this sometimes. They start hitting these ridiculous shots, and you just feel like you can't compete. Yeah,
it just keeps going. Just keeps going. And now Searson trying to put a stop to it. Not too far off getting that opening, but he hasn't been able to open things up for his side. And Utility trying to bombard and Molotov in front of his face. Taps it. Now throwing some of his nades into top mid, but the response is always there from VP. They're never getting ground off this utility usage for Big.
Heavy A-lean.
Finally, they will get top mid. But look at how many players are here for VP.
Yeah, they've gone for this heavy A-lean on the CT side. They do this on occasion, stacking 4 onto 8. Smokes exchanged on long. Yakindar's still close by. Santara's just trying to sell the fake, sell the presence, because the bomb's going back B, and finally, Big could have a golden opportunity to get their 14th round.
But it is Buster at B, and he has just been the king of this bomb site. Let's see if he can hold on again. Big looking to put pressure onto Buster, who's currently positioned at Coffin. We'll see the utility come in. Rotation needs to come over, and he's down. Immediately he falls. Tizian with the headshot. And now for VP, you've got a lot of money. I think it's worth just going for this, even if you don't win the round. Just doing damage onto Big's economy could really hurt them in the long run.
I agree. I think it's worth sticking around, worth seeing if they give you that early chance, and Yakindar has this chance here. He needs this kill, and Tabson's not ready.
What did he look at? Did he look at his teammate's monitor? I do not know what happened there for Tabson, but he did not shoot off. And now 4v4. Santara's now moving up. Keto at the back of the site. Flash is going in for Big. A much needed round win. And Keto and Tizian are getting the kills. Big need to hold. And so far, so good. Recovery mission is accomplished. And JM is looking to take every player down, though, on the exit. They want to make it expensive. Big are losing guns. And another kill. They're down on cash. They're down on money. Luckily, the Big Green's out of play. But Big, it's nearly a nightmare for them. And it's not really much of recovery here either, because look at the money in this next round. They've got enough to get the rifles, but they lose this round, they're really down and out. They really have nothing. VP have a chance, but Big, if they win it, they're up to map point.
So important there that Tizian took that initiative towards CT. He realized his teammate's blind. He realized he's better off just swinging into the angle. Even if the player's looking at him, he has the good chance to just wide swing and sort of get the advantage on the peak. It helps you sometimes just being slightly wider than the opponents expect you to be. Nice decision there in the post plant to make sure they hold on. But it's not over for Big, not by a long shot. That was a round where they were able to find the weak bomb site. They were able to find a site where there was only one man holding. Just because VP lost that round doesn't mean they'll be losing these ones. They've been hitting their peak. They've been hitting some fine form on all their players, and this time they're playing a more standard round.
And Kicker on the balcony. Big about to pressure long. Buster gonna throw a smoke down. That's gonna keep Santara's back for the meantime. He's gonna throw it with a flash though. That'll be wild. He's gonna go with his teammate's flash. This one connects on to Buster. He's gonna drop back into the site, and currently a couple of players from his team inside the site itself, but Bigger running back to B. James on the half wall. He's got one kill. Molotov going down as well to buy some time. That's gonna hold them back. In fact, it's going to force Big to go back to the A site, and right now you've got such a sick setup inside of the bomb site. This is a nightmare for Big. They've got to hit some blistering shots. They've got to be able to pull off the unthinkable, especially with this double vertical stack inside of the site between Sanji and Kicker.
This long fight's key. If Buster gets this, they focus short.
He spotted. He knows the tower's there, and the headshot's in. Sanji melting them right now, and it's all on Searson. 1v5, quick shot on Buster, low time, and he's down as well. 13 rounds for VP. Perfectly played. If there's a CT round and you want it to go a certain way, that's exactly how the CTs will want that round to play out. You have Jam up on top of the half wall, Molotov goes down and forces them back into this setup.
And as soon as Buster wins that fight on Long, Long is no longer a factor. That setup is designed to shut down the short push into the site. And because Big have such little time remaining, they feel pressured into pushing through short. They don't have any nades to deal with that setup. If Buster goes down there, the Long player peeks in and all of a sudden can spot both those players. He can call to his teammates, they can swing together and have a much better chance. But instead, Buster wins that all-important opening fight, and that alone dictates the round. That alone puts VP in a perfect position to take round 13. And finally, Big take a timeout because this has slipped away from them. It was 13-6 at one point. Now it's 14-13, and VP aren't showing any signs of slowing down here against the Pistols.
And yeah, Kindar is going to be holding with the M4A4 utility starting to go through. Some damage done. This time, you know, it's not that significant damage they've been able to find on Kindar time and time again. He is just sprinkled down to 79. Buster receives similar amount of damage. And so for Big, they are walking their way in towards A. slowly but surely. And these apartment pops, these are plays that can definitely get you onto the bomb site if you can overwhelm the defense, but just dropping back, playing slow in this one, leaving themselves with some options. Looks like they want to go back over towards B. And they're going to pressure into a setup that doesn't have a whole lot of information right now. They don't have that banana control, but what they do have is a great setup between Buster and Yekindar, and the rifles should be enough to take down what Big have got, but they've got to use their utility here.
Smoke goes down. That could buy a bit more time. Big may actually want to just explode through that smoke, though. There's a chance Yekindar's not ready. If he gets blinded, could be hard to hold.
Comes down to the utility usage for Big. There's the Molotov. Smoke's going as well. And Yekindar, he's gone through the fire. He's got himself a kill on the other side of it. Couldn't quite double up, so now it is Buster, who has to do a lot because the smoke is down in CT, and Tizian's come in with another blistering headshot. Jim is aware of the tree position. He knows Searson's possibly in that corner, and he's going to go around. He's going to take Searson out. 3v3. VP have to pull off the retake because Buster couldn't do enough on the rifle. And so Sanji's coming through. They start to clear out these close positions. Big are all inside of the site. They're all just holding at the back of New Box and in towards Dark. VP, if they had a molly, this could be so much easier, but they just don't have the utility, and they've got to go. This time is ticking. Sanji gets the kill on Santaras. Tapson picking into the open. He's got a double kill. Tapson holding on. He's an iron hold here on the B-bomb site, and Tapson is Iron Man. He's found them all. 15-13. Map point for Big. They do it on the pistols.
Huge round from Tabson, doing so well to survive at the end there. But Sanji had the molly. He had the molly, Dinko. It looked like it landed on the roof for some reason. I don't know how it lands that high. I guess it's for the dark position. It doesn't do enough, though. It doesn't force those players out. They were all stuck at the back of the site. Sanji eventually got the nade kill, but Tabson played so well around that pillar. Did such a great job at landing those shots, at surviving for such a long time. And how about Tizian's entries? That second shot onto Buster was brilliant. VP still in it, though. Double AWPs in this round. Big with a full buy of their own. Molly's down banana. VP with another one of these lofty rotations. 4 players on the B side of the map. That will now change, but still 3 CTs here.
Yekindar and Buster looking to make it work. They've got to take them down quickly. Buster's gone down. Yekindar spraying away. Sanji in with a follow-up. Yekindar with another one. You cannot get past VP's hold.
Sanji's been playing so well this game, and this time, Yekindar's there to join him. They just aren't ready for 2 more players to be at B. They get that first kill. They assume they're not going to be running into a crossfire like this, and VP just tear them to shreds.
We've seen what happened when they went to overtime on Dust 2.
Look at the buy.
Oh no, this is not good enough, but we have seen Big win on these before. We've just seen it a few rounds prior. We know they're capable of making it happen. You just never really want to be in this situation. You never want it to have to be a necessity to stay alive in regulation and try and get a win here. VP, we've seen what they did to Big on Dust 2 when they went to OT. It wasn't easy. It was clean, it was clinical, and it was a shutdown. Big need to put up a fight in this round.
No more room for error. If this hits OT, with the way the VP players are playing right now, it won't be an easy one for Big to win. Scout out for Searson. He can do deadly things with this weapon. He hits the shot, but Yekindar hits him back. And now they may just need to go for this A play. They have no map control on B.
And Sanji's up on balcony. This M4 can melt them. Big have got to go in towards the A site. JM is staying inside of the site. The AWP now positioned up. Plenty of opportunities for VP to shut this one down, and Sanji, he has been so good so far on Inferno. Looks like they're about to come through balcony because Tabson's play through CT has not worked out at all. Sanji holding on, one spray down. Keto falls and Sanji's getting another. But looks like we're going to OT. Just one player left alive. Tizian with a Tech 9, and we have to go again. Neither of these sides giving up. It's overtime that continues here on Inferno. Big versus VP.
We were caught in the fire. Our faith was left out in the open. Saw the fear Nights turn into days, one by another. Under darkened skies, we await, bound to each other. But our spirits never die. Fighting as we push through the darkest times. I'll be there by your side. We arise when everything's breaking. Our souls will awaken. Our spirits never die. At the end of the line, the trust in our hearts beating louder. Under darkened skies, we await, bound to each other. But our spirits never die. Fighting as we push through the darkest times. I'll be there by your side. We arise when everything's breaking. Our souls will awaken. Our spirits never die.
Overtime yet again between Virtus.pro and Big. We've seen it on Dust too, but it was a one-sided street. It was Virtus.pro that just took it easily, taking every single round, and Big have to show up here. They've got to deliver. They can't afford to drop it here. Otherwise, they're out of Cologne.
They'll be sticking on this CT side, which served them so well towards the end of regulation. Look at the damage done early.
Huge utility damage coming in. The Itchy's gone down as well, and it eliminates Keto from the start of the first round of OT.
Brilliant utility, and now Big turn their attention to A. Nice shot onto Jane, but it's not going to do enough to get the kill. He's forced back, but Big have top mid, and they don't have that ability to get to the site yet.
Yeah, Jane blinded and held back. Sanji's going to be holding from the middle of the site. Kicker transitioning from pit. And Sanji's going to hold. It's a good position. We've seen him before in this spot. But Tabson has made the difference. The kills come in. Santaris as well, but Sanji yet again! Sanji is the star in this server right now. Sanji often is there for money. He's often there for the drops, but now he's delivering. And Buster has got them the advantage. It's just Tizian. 1v2. Sanji holding in the close box corner. Do you dare walk into his domain? Sanji's waiting for another kill. He's bloodthirsty and finally down. Tizian into the clutch. It's just Buster that remains, and Tizian needs to make the right call. He's made it. He's holding long, and Buster's coming around the corner. Comes down to the timing, and Tizian's looked the wrong way. Buster's got in behind him, but he hasn't been able to find the kill. I don't know if he's even seen Tizian at this point. He's going to start trying to isolate the fights. Tizian's committed to short, and Buster comes up. Tizian, it's so unfortunate. Whiskers away from winning the round. But again, you've got to thank Sanji. What a hold from him. It was looking like Big had it.
Welcome to the clutch, says Buster. Tizian won't be too happy about it, but as you said, Sanji has had so many impact frags. Even when it's just 2Ks, they're the 2Ks that make the difference. Playing that angle on the site, they don't check his position. They have to focus on the mini pit. He's top fragging right now.
He's nearly on a 30 bomb right now. This is insane.
Top fragging the whole server.
Well, James started quiet. Maybe we just need to look at Sanji as the next star for the side. And this is unreal. This is the depth that VP have. But you've got to really figure that out. Tabson's onto the creep. Seen him pick it up a few times so far. Kendar being forced back by some utility. No one really receiving too much util damage from Big this round, though. That was a big problem in the previous. It really screwed up all of their plans because they lost Keto and then they had no other option really but to commit to that A site.
This time it is a slightly slower banana take, which means they hear those nades and then they take control. Not fully pushing behind it though. They're coming back to this A bomb site. Kicker here on long, Jame here on short. Could be strong, and that nade has tickled them before they move into top mid.
And Jim is going to be holding for the walk around the corner. Utility starts to come in. Under a minute now left. They're going to start thinking about where they want to go with this one. Do they wrap around, or do they go towards CT? And it is going to be the A wrap. As Tamsin goes forward, looking to fight Kicker through the smoke, but the smokes are creating so much chaos right now. 45 seconds. Xantares' position has gone through Archway, but they spotted him, and he hasn't been able to take a kill, but that changes now. Yukindor's gone down, and now they will go through CT. Sanji catches the backside of Xantares. Buster's found the bomb, and things are crumbling for Big. They've been halted in their attack.
They can't push it. They can't. Sanji eventually goes down, but Kito's alone. They don't have the B-sided push. They were focusing on the A play, and there's just no time.
And Sirius is trying his best to get even fights, but none of those are even going his way. Sanji catching the one player, running away, getting that kill, and then Buster with a distraction gets the frag as well and drops the bomb. And Sirius, they're trying to eliminate him. They finally will. This is insane. VP are given so many opportunities to lose the round. Bigger looking good in a lot of them, but it's just those little individual moments. And in particular, Sanji is just delivering all of that impact.
They don't anticipate the two players in library, and they don't have a B split prepared. That wasn't the initial plan in the round, but the smoke from VP on long makes them think twice. They have to try and go into CT. They have to try and make something happen. And because Buster can just hold CT with his AWP instead of focusing on the B site, it's so much easier for him to just lock it down. And now Big need a round here. They're in desperate need of a round. Buster taking damage. He's dead to the molly.
Great start to the round for Big. They needed to get this opening. This allows them to step back and relax a little more. And Yukindor's hanging around. Kicker's gone down to Tizian. And this is looking much better for Big now. I think they can sigh with a breath of relief, because this is looking much better. They're going to try and challenge into Sanji. He's looking for 30.
Surely not.
Surely he can't do this. There's the 30th kill. He's looking for more, but Utility did make it quite difficult. Then the follow-up kill from Keto. So James with the AWP. 1v3 in total now for him. He's coming over Speedway.
Please at least try to win the round, Jim. Oh, please try to win the round.
No.
He's looking for the off angle, which I suppose makes some sense, but I just don't think anyone's going to peek here. They don't need to.
I mean, the time's ticking so far now. James going to flash into the ruins. And he's going to go into the Molotov. Now looking for a fight, and it's the headshot from Xantares. 17-16. First half of OT goes in favor of VP. But a much-needed round win there from Big. And I think the start that they got with the utility in towards Banana was a big issue for them initially, because they were losing Keto. They weren't really getting that Banana control. So great stuff from them to finally pick one up. But 17-16, VP still with a great chance of taking the 2-0 win here.
Big's first overtime round win in this series, despite us two having an overtime as well. Much needed for them, but there's more work to be done. Keto trapped in Banana. He has been isolated, but he's got a molly of his own. Smoke down from Kicker. They want to force the issue here.
Oh, Kicker wants to get around the half wall. There's a player on the other side of it. Flash goes in, and Keto hits the headshot. Kicker down. A man advantage once again for Big.
Smoke has to delay them. I don't think they can go through anymore, but they could boost over.
Oh, they're going to try and get over the top, and Tamsin, he's ready. Spams through the wall onto Buster. Headshots on his. And now it's starting to look like a difficult round, but Sanji, he's trying to make the difference. Can he double up onto Sirius's AWP? It's already fallen away, and Sanji has got Apartment's control. I think he needed the second kill there, though, really, to feel comfortable, especially with that bomb down on T-Stars.
Ugh. Ugly smoke deployed onto B for VP there. I think they missed the CT smoke entirely. It's landed in pool.
It's like one eye throw.
Ah. Well, they are going to bring the bomb back to B. This may be their best bet here. The CTs on B don't have much utility, so even if the trades go against them, they could be in trouble making some noise. But if these nades for VP are on point, they've got a decent chance at taking the site here.
Utility dumping its way in. Executes up. Keto being pressured. Molotov's going to force Taps to play with his teammate. And oh, wow. Look at this execute. They forced him into the open. Taps has gone down. Keto as well. What an execute from Virtus.pro. The fire, the fury.
He's not ready.
And now it's going to be 18 rounds. Jakindar's pushed through the smoke. Centaurus has no idea. And Searson in a 1 versus 3. Spot Jakindar come his way.
God.
But Jakindar does not stop. Relentless and 27 kills. It's Virtus.pro on series point. Bigger 1 round away from exiting Cologne.
Yakindo was yelling there. I don't know if Big can hear it, but he was yelling. He was loud and proud, happy to be online. VP's B takes are just so good, Dinko. They're so good at putting the mollies in the perfect positions. In some of the earlier rounds, they've been throwing the mollies to second oranges, to those closer angles. This time they go for the dark and the triple molly. It's exactly what they need, and Big have no way of dealing with the lack of nades.
Tizian's going to have to try and take a risk here. Big no. He's got to just focus on the round ahead. Just try and pull something out. Nothing to lose anymore. We just got to go. Straight down middle. Keto with the headshot. Jakindar has traded it out, but Tizian's position might just be able to get something for Big. The issue is Buster is watching for the flank up, so even if he thinks he can get the chance onto Jakindar, Buster's rifle is holding that potential flank. The bomb is coming over, though. But surely as soon as Tizian takes the fight onto the bomb carrier, there's a swing from Jakindar and both Busters, so Tizian surely only gets 1 here. Here's the steps of Jakindar. Peek out from Buster. Good kill from Tizian. Nearly gets the follow-up, but Jakindar gets rid of him. 2v3 though, because elsewhere Zantares has found a kill for Big. And that bomb is being held back behind the Molotov. Eventually it'll go over towards B, and once again they look to pressure. It's Tapson on 4 HP.
Molly about to come in. No, Yakindar doesn't need it. He's got the AK out. He's got the headshot, and he's got his team a great chance in the round.
Coming back through CT, Searson trying to deny the bomb plant. Would have given his team a great chance for the win there, but hasn't been able to do it. And now you've got to walk into Jakindar, who has decided it is over on Inferno by the looks of things. Jim is alongside of him. Up now, up against Searson. It is on Big to make the play, though. They have to go eventually. Jakindar has a Molotov for the post plant as well. This is looking rough. Jim holding on. They jump around the corner. Quick shot from Jim. And now the molly will deploy, but it's not onto the bomb. Jakindar staying in dark. Zantares pulled into him, and a headshot from Jakindar. A 4K, and Virtus.pro will move forward. It's Big out in Cologne. The Germans will not be happy. But Virtus.pro, they keep going. They run the gauntlet here in the lower bracket. And I'm looking